Bonjour, my relatives. Hey, I'm going to read something out of my Psalms and Proverbs by the First Nations version, but this is the first book that I received about a year ago. It's the First Nations version of the New Testament, and when I read it, I thought it was so beautiful. It really touched my heart in a deeper meaning. That it's based on storytelling, from oral traditions, but they brought that language barrier to help us understand some of the deeper meaning inside the book that really helped me out. But I'm going to read the Psalms and Proverb version that just released a few months ago by Pastor Terry Wildman and his council, along with IV Press, InterVarsity Press, I believe, is their organization. And it's just a beautiful transition. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to read Proverbs 8, which is the origin story of Lady Wisdom, also known as Grandmother. She's got many, many names out there that people call her. She is an attribute to God, or Yahweh. So if you like this, please share it to somebody, and I highly recommend please picking this up. This is a beautiful book, and I really enjoyed the Audible version. I love hearing somebody tell me about it, so it like comes in my ears and I can hear a lot better, and it just rests in my spirit. I love it. So I hope you enjoy this. Make witch and have a blessed day. Proverbs 8. The voice of Grandmother Wisdom and her sister. Do you hear Grandmother Wisdom as she calls out, and her sister Understanding as she lifts up her voice? Grandmother Wisdom stands high above the path where the roads cross. Then along the path at the village entrance, she sends out her voice. I call out to the people, she says. I send out my voice to all the young ones. You young ones who are so easily fooled, she says. Learn to be as cunning as a trickster. You young fools who think you know it all. Learn to follow the ways of wisdom. Listen closely, for I speak as an honored elder. What comes out of my lips is as straight as an arrow. My mouth will speak only truth. Lips that speak sour words turn my stomach. My words are straight and true. There are no twists or turns in them. My speech follows a smooth and level path to the ones who understand. Those with good minds will gain even more knowledge. Take hold of my instruction more than you would the feather of a red-tailed hawk, and choose my knowledge above the feather of a golden eagle. For Grandmother Wisdom is worth more than turquoise and coral pearls. Nothing one desires compares to her. For I am Grandmother Wisdom. My lodge is the home of the clever and wise. Knowledge and sound counsel are found in me. To treat Grandfather with deep respect is to hate evil. I hate the evil ways of arrogance, puffed up heads, and twisted tongues. Good counsel and wise ways belong to me. I have understanding. I have power. I am the one who gives chiefs the guidance they need to lead people. Through me, tribal councils decide what is right. With my help, elders and council chiefs make good decisions, guiding the council and doing what is right for the people. I love the ones who love me, and those who search for me will find me. Well-being and honor are mine to give, along with life of plenty on the road of Creator's right ways. I, Grandmother Wisdom, am a tree with fruit to be desired more than the beaded feather of a golden eagle, and a harvest more to be desired than the feather of a red-tailed hawk. I walk the good road with integrity, following the path that leads to justice. I give the ones who love me many good things, and fill their teepees with all they need. Grandmother Wisdom as Creator's Partner. Grandfather brought me forth at the beginning of his work of creation, long before he made all things. From before all days, he set me in the place of honor during the first days of Mother Earth. I was born before the oceans were filled, before the springs of water burst from the ground. My birth took place before the mountains were set in place and before the hills were formed. I was there before the Creator made the prairies and the plains, even before the first clumps of clay were formed. I was with him when he set the world above in place. I was his companion when he carved a circle on the face of the ancient deep waters. Yes, Grandmother Wisdom was there when he placed the clouds in the sky and made the underground rivers flow. I was with him when he told the oceans how far they could go, so they would go no farther than what he said. I was there as he set in place the strong turtle that holds up the land. I was the wise builder at his side, making his heart glad each day, dancing with joy before him. I danced for joy in this world he was creating, as I delighted in the human beings he placed there. Closing words from Grandmother Wisdom. So now, my sons and daughters, listen carefully to Grandmother Wisdom, for harmony and balance will rest on all those who keep my ways. Let your ears hear my instruction and learn wisdom. Never walk away from it. Harmony and well-being will rest on all who listen to me, as they look for me each day, standing by the door of my lodge, waiting for me to emerge. The one who finds me finds a life of beauty and harmony and receives good things from Grandfather. But those who fail to seek me bring only harm to themselves, for all who ignore me are flirting with death. Proverbs 8 of the First Nations version. Psalms and Proverbs. Miigwech. Here's the back of the book. Psalms and Proverbs in the poetic language of native storytellers. Father Sky is telling us the story of the shining greatness of the One above us all. The starry tent above us shows the beauty that Creator's hands have made. Day after day the story is told, and night after night their wisdom fills the sky. Even though the skies above have no spoken words, all creation has heard their message. Psalm 19, 1-3. From the strength of your heart, put all your trust in Grandfather, and do not hold yourself up with weak human thinking. As you walk the road of life, make every step a prayer. Grandfather will then make your eyes straight and your paths safe. Proverbs 3, 5-6. These songs are filled with praise, honor, joy, and thanksgiving, but they all are also filled with raw human emotion and raging anger against oppression, injustice, and lies. They tell of suffering, betrayal, love, and hate, the kinds of things all human beings can relate to. They call on the Great Spirit to right wrongs, bring deliverance, and defeat those who inflict pain and suffering on others. There are prayers for the poor and oppressed, the ones who have been pushed down, the mistreated with scorn and disrespect by the rich and powerful. There are expressions of vengeance and retaliation from wounded hearts and minds, but usually they end in trust that Creator will in the end bring all things back into harmony and balance. That's from the introduction. The ancient sacred songs and wise sayings of the Hebrew Scriptures speak to us new through the vivid poetic imagery of the First Nations version. The FNV is a dynamic equivalence Bible translation that captures the simplicity, clarity, and beauty of native storytellers in English, while remaining faithful to the Hebrew poetry and wisdom literature of the Psalms and Proverbs. I recommend picking up these books very highly. They have Audible versions. I have it also on my Logos software. If you guys want a link to that, I can put it down below. It helps me dissect things a little bit easier to where I can take it in a lot further. So if you like this, please let me know, and show some love over to the First Nations version, and give some support to them. I appreciate it. Miigwech, and have a blessed day.